Hey people, what's good? Mount Let the Hellfire. Coming to you today with a real short one about magazine choices for SR25s, M110s, or weapon systems that are SR25 compliant or compatible, however you want to say that. Think your LMT MWS, I think they are, the 308 guns, Precision Reflex International, or Precision Reflex Incorporated rather, their 308 Mark 12, DPMS pattern guns, and I believe even the PSA Saber 10 series is SR25 patterned magazines. Now, the long and short, so you could get right off this video if you don't care to hear me, is if you're only going to be shooting factory ammo, right, or even hand loads that are loaded underneath SAAMI specs or underneath your specifications inside your reloading handbooks, if you're only going to shoot steel-cased, old surplus, be it African or Israeli or Italian or West German, old steel case stuff, if you're still one of those who has a Wolf steel case 308, or just any other plinking ammo, go with the PMAGs. As far as availability and price is concerned, you really can't beat these. Yeah, they have a slightly different profile, but these are both Gen M3s. This one's a bit older than this one. I've never had any issues with the PMAGs, no matter what. This is the ammo I mostly shoot, either the 168 grain Hornady Black AMAX or 168 grain AMAX Hornady Black 308, Federal Gold Medal Match 308, 168 grain, but I also have some 175s, and then these are my own hand loads that use OTM bullets, and you can see I've been messing around with runoff, if you could see the gouges on this, and a little bit on that in a bit. So if that's all you care about, that's it. You do not need the steel mags. As far as compatibility and availability, these LaRue mags are another great option for you. They recently came on sale or became available for sale on Revival Defense. I picked up 2 of them just to test them out. They work great. They're expensive though, $92. The economy's shit. People don't have a lot of money, especially to be dropping $92 on mags. Mags can get crazy, you know, especially like if you're a SCAR guy or you shoot older guns. But on the SR25 platform, they're pretty notorious for being overpriced. And this is about as affordable as you could get with the steel mag and the same old looks. And then, of course, the old tried and true. This is a first generation or early generation, maybe not first. I got this thing, you know, these, a couple of them when I was on active duty in like 2012, 2013, whenever it was. It's seen a fair amount of usage, but it hasn't failed. And when I got my hands on these, they were probably even older, right? So this is almost like a 20-year-old freaking mag, probably almost 30 years old. MSRP on these now is like 125 if you could find them. Scalpers are going to bust them up to 150, 175, 200, even higher on like Gunbroker, ARFCOM, Tax Swap. There's hardly any deals to be found on these unless you're buying them as part of a package with another rifle, and maybe like 6 or 10 or 15 of these come with them. But at that point, you're already dropping a lot of coin, so maybe it doesn't totally matter. But save yourself some coin, just get 6 of these, and you'll be good to go. The 10 rounders are just fine as well. Now, the reason that you wouldn't want to use these is if you are custom hand loading really, really long bullets above SAAMI specification. So if you crack open any reloading handbook or online, look it up, the recommended cartridge overall length is 2.8 inches. Now, maybe you could go a couple thou over, just like these. So this is a Federal Gold Medal Match. 168 grain hollow point boat tail. You can see just, you know, a couple thou over 2.8. No big deal. And then this is again, 168 grain ballistic tipped AMAX Hornady Black. And these are a bit more inconsistent accuracy wise. And about the same, you know, 10 thou or 1 thou larger or longer rather than the Federal Gold Medal Match. Now, there's going to be some variation, but, you know, a couple thou over 2.8 on the maximum cartridge overall length isn't really going to give you too many issues. Now, this one, you can see, well, it's shown its age, right? I've had these for a while. It's a little bit mangled because I've been messing around kissing the lands of the rifling with this, and you can see there's some perforations. I sat this thing long with minimal neck tension, right? So it would actually rebate. This is a dummy cartridge. There's nothing in it. And you can see where I've chambered this a couple times. It's kissed the primer already. But this is a squib load for all intents. This is my test cartridge for reloading. Now, here's some technical terms that I might not be totally specific with. And if I'm not, I apologize. Feel free to comment down below and re-educate me. But inside of the chamber end of your rifle, in the throat of the barrel, right? Like right after the chamber, kind of where the bullet sits inside of it, the rifling actually doesn't go the full length, especially like an AR barrel where you have the barrel extension, like the M4 barrel extension in there. So the gap between the throat of the barrel, where there's smooth barrel, and where the rifling actually starts, where the grooves are being cut, that's your runout. Now, naturally, every barrel is going to have a variable runout, also known as like the ski jump or the ramp that your bullet essentially has to go before it actually touches the rifling. So if you're reloading for maximum precision, be it for hunting, for competition, ELR, PRS, whatever it is, and maybe not 308, right, all the time, but just in general, you might have different neck tension. You could use neck sizing dies, and you might purposely, ever so slightly, couple thou, oversize this so that the bullet gets seated and it stays put. But if you put like a lot of pressure on it, it would actually rebate more. So you would load this maybe, a tenth of an inch, a hundredth, whatever, longer, and then feed it, right? Send it home. Normally you would use like some layout fluid or some Sharpie, or maybe just like look at the copper where you get cuts into the grooves. And that gives you an idea about, where it should be set from. And then you could back it off if you have a micrometer die, a couple thou, maybe 1 thou, so it's not going to gouge and, do this and, misshape the tip like it did. Because when you measure this out, actually this rebated a little bit too much because I've been messing around with it. And, it's actually a couple thou smaller than those factory loads, right? Like we're at 2.77. So, there's that. Now, if you're going to be doing that and you're going to be setting these long, right, that's when you should use the steel mags. And the internal of this one, so we're at 0.28320 on the PMAG. We're at 0.28845 on the LaRue. And a little bit, a couple thou shorter, 2.8815 on the CAC mag. So those extra couple thou could mean a lot. And also this curves. So that measurement, maybe take a couple more thou off of it, because it's a little bit hard to get it in that groove. But because this is injected molded, it actually takes up more space. And because of the profile of it, you could actually get some contact as it comes down the curve ever so slightly. And you can even see here with these AMAXs, right? Like, it's barely kissing, or it's barely missing, right? So if you had this, loaded ever so slightly longer, you could have issues. It'll mostly push itself back into place, but you could have contact issues. So if you're going to be reloading or loading custom ammo, or having custom ammo made, where you're accounting for, any throat erosion to try to chase that accuracy, right? Because every couple hundred rounds, you're going to erode that throat out, right? Where that distance, that jump, that ski ramp, whatever you want to call it, between, bare metal and rifling for the bullet, has to jump further and further, and that's going to impact accuracy and precision. So if you have, a couple thousand rounds and you want to, again, keep maximizing the accuracy, go with the steel mags. If not, go with the polymer mags. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm sorry if that was a bit longer-winded than I wanted it to be. I'll try to cut this thing down. As usual, to be a good YouTuber, if you found this entertaining or informative, please subscribe, like, share, comment down below. I try to stay engaged, and I'm big time now. I went from 5 subscribers to 17, so at least 17 of you think that I'm mildly entertaining to listen to. I have a couple more videos coming up, ATACR versus NX8, 20 by max scope kind of showdown. I have a Conturion barrel coming in, so I could do the next part for the Mark 18 SMR install on the Mark 12 Mod 3 project. I have a model 2020-22 coming in I want to do a review on, and then I'm close to hitting a couple milestone round counts, a couple thousand on the FBI gun, a couple thousand on the URGI, and then a couple thousand on the RC3. So I'll be doing reviews on those and getting better about recording these and editing these and getting more footage so you could stay entertained and engaged. As always, stay safe out there. The world is crazy. You know, checking on your friends, and if you're not feeling so great, maybe call a family member, just call somebody and talk to them. People are here for you. Shit's not worth it giving in, especially now when, you know, seemingly we could turn the page depending on what your politics are, but that's divisive. As always, stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.